Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video we're back with another Star Wars theory video. In this video we're going to be discussing part 2 of my Star Wars theory video about what if Qui-gon Jyn freed Shmi Skywalker in Star Wars Episode 1, A Phantom Menace. If you guys haven't seen part 1 of the series, I strongly recommend you go and watch that first. But anyways, onto the video. So where we last left off, Anakin, Qui-gon and Shmi had basically entered the Jedi Temple where Qui-gon Jyn planned to drop off Anakin and Shmi and leave them all there to be interrogated while he went to capture Palpatine, because he knows the identity of Palpatine as well as a little bit about Darth Plagueis, but obviously Maul didn't know too much about Plagueis anyway. So Qui-Gon had planned to drop off Anakin, like I said, and then went to go and capture Palpatine, and because obviously the Force would tell him to go for Palpatine instead of Plagueis. Palpatine would have no idea that the Jedi knew about his secret identity of being a Sith Lord, nor about the fact that they had captured Darth Maul and were interrogating him about very important information in the very moment. Anyways, Qui-Gon would pretend to visit Palpatine when in reality he was trying to get close enough to the politician so that he could ignite his lightsaber, cut off Palpatine's hands and basically stab his shins to render him unable to use the Force and unable to run away. Palpatine would say, "What do you want, Jedi? Are you planning to take over?" Where Palpatine would plead, but Qui-Gon would also basically take him back to the Jedi Temple, knowing that he was a Sith Lord and not just an innocent politician like Palpatine pretends to be. Anyway, certainly it would have been much easier for the Jedi to capture Palpatine than it would for them to capture Plagueis, as Palpatine was a politician and member of the Senate, which would mean that, he's kind of hanging around the Senate building in Coruscant. And yeah, they obviously are a lot closer to that, to wherever Plagueis is. So yeah, Darth Plagueis would hear the news that Palpatine had been captured, and he would obviously be worried. How had the Jedi managed to figure out Palpatine was a Sith Lord? At the Jedi Temple, with their combined strength of many Jedi Masters, which I think it's possible they would have been able to break through Palpatine's mind, as there were just so many powerful Jedi Masters there. There were obviously Qui-Gon, Mace, Yoda, Kid Fisto, Yaddle, Ki-Adi-Mundi, Shakti, just to say the least. They would find out all the information about Palpatine through Palpatine, like the identity of Palpatine's master, Darth Plagueis. He was obviously Hugo de Massa of the banking clans. Once they had extracted all the information from Maul and Palpatine, I think they would probably kill them, because the Jedi really dislike the dark side. Darth Plagueis, he would have gone into hiding and know that he needed a new apprentice. But one possible apprentice for him would be Dooku, Count Dooku, although this would be a bit more difficult than the original timeline, as Dooku basically, hearing of Qui-Gon's death was something that kind of forced him to go away from the Jedi Order. But yeah, Dooku was pretty close to a Jedi, but I think that one factor that would cause Dooku to go to the dark side is the defeat of his Padawan in the original time. I think that the Jedi would not know where to find Plagueis, as the galaxy is very large. While it can be difficult to find specific individuals, like we saw Maul hide from the Jedi for quite a long time in the Clone Wars, as well as Cal Kestis a little bit in Jedi Fallen Order. Anyway, the Jedi for quite a long time would be searching for Plagueis, but to not much result. The Jedi would reluctantly allow the training of Anakin under Qui-Gon Jyn, which would mean that Anakin would have the Jedi Master that he needed, not the brother that he received over on the original timeline. This, along with the fact that his mother had been not left as a slave, would mean that Anakin would have liked the Jedi Order much more than he did in the original timeline. Unfortunately, in Part 1, Padme was killed by Darth Maul, which meant that there was no attachment able to develop between him and Padme, as, well, Padme is dead. So this is where we're going to leave off Part 1. In the next part, we're going to begin when Anakin becomes a trained Jedi Knight. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.